When you're setting up your VPS first time, what you should taking care of is making sure that your VPS and your MetaTrader will auto start when if the server is rebooting and so on. Your VPS provider will probably give you information about that. If you're using forexvps.net, you will have a file called mtautostart.rtf on your desktop. Read it. Basically, what it's saying is that you should, let's see if I can find a file here. There. Under the C colon, you will have something called startup adder. What you need to do, you need to start up your terminal, your MetaTrader or MetaTraders, if there are more of them. When they are active, and then you click on this one, and it will ask if you want to create a startup CMD file. And you want to do that, and then it will find your terminals on the desktop and create this file. And when you're done with that, you go to startup. You put a link to your startup.cmd that was located in C colon. And then you go back to C colon, go to auto log on, and then you run this script. And then you will have to input your password for your VPS, and that's it. When you have done that, and then if you need to reboot your VPS, or if the VPS is rebooting automatically, something is happening, it's going down and so on. It's very rare, but it's an extra insurance for sure. And then it will open up your terminal on automation when it comes back. So you don't, so your downtime will be at the minimum. If you don't have that, then it means you need to log in and activate your terminals every time it goes down, if it goes down. If you use this company, you don't probably have to worry too much about it, because they are one of the longest running reliable VPS out there. So. Okay, the second thing we are going to talk about in this video is basically, let's see, modify this a little bit. There. Basically, what you want to do when you come into a new platform is minimize the workload on the VPS, especially if you use a basic package or have many terminals and so on. And the number one thing is to only let the symbols be listed, retrieving data that you need to use. The list here is a list of the main pairs that I use. That doesn't mean you need to use them. You can use more, of course, but I just want to show you how I do that. Like this: 2 Aussie, 4 euro, 3 pound, 1 New Zealand dollar, 2, 3 US dollar. That's the main pairs. Many sub pairs will be affected what happens with these anyway. So these are the main things, right? The second thing you want to do, you want to go to tools, you want to go to options, and you want to go to chart. Here you can actually set it to 1 or 0 really, if you're not going to watch the chart. I have this one open, so I want to see the charts. I have like 100 bars the last 100 hours since I'm using the 1 hour. This is just for humans. The EAs and system doesn't need any candles, therefore it's just unnecessary workload if you're not going to use them. Right? Let us go to events. Here, this one you can disable, since we only take your workload on your VPS if you let it to use all the signals and so on. Since you're not going to be on the server anyway, why should you have the sound on? And on the server, I'm not going to open up that one. On the server, you also have enable news. Make sure that you remove that one because you don't need the news pulled into MetaTrader. It takes a lot of resources, right? So basically, that's what you need for the basic startup. Make sure that your platform start up automatically if the VPS is rebooting, and make sure that you minimize the workload for your MetaTrader. Right. In the next video, we're going to look in how to apply our different EAs and tools and make sure everything works smoothly for us. Thank you for now.